Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm here for underrated metal albums. And about a couple months ago I did a video like this for overrated metal albums, so here this time I'm for underrated metal albums. And I feel like these albums are by bands that are really good, but these albums don't get much appreciation as much as they deserve. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so the first album in the video is going to be, of course, Evergreen by After the Burial. This band is very underrated, so of course I'm going to add one of their albums in here, and it is their 2019 release, Evergreen. Really good. Sorry guys about that, but yeah, really good progressive metalcore here. Really great album. Definitely one of the best albums of 2019 without a doubt. Really great stuff here. Behold the Crown is an amazing album opener. Just really love those riffs, and the whole song overall though is fucking amazing. 1126 is another good song on this album. The Great Repeat, To Challenge Existence. This whole album is a banger. So if you're a fan of progressive metalcore or progressive metal in general, then give this a listen because you might like it. So yeah, Evergreen by After the Burial. Great album. Okay, some people might disagree with this next one, but I don't care because I think this album is very underrated, and so is this band, but it is the self-titled album from Demon Hunter. Now, this is a very good debut. Sure, it's not my favorite, but it's still a very good album, and I think it deserves more recognition from other fans of the band, because you got some really good songs. You got some really good songs on here like Infected, My Throat is an Open Grave, As We Wept. I haven't listened to this album in a while, but I do like this album though, and it's very underrated. So yeah, self-titled album from Demon Hunter. Definitely check it out. Their most underrated album, in my opinion. Okay, the next album is Asylum by Disturbed, and out of every Disturbed album out there, I think this is the most underrated one because everybody, when they rank Disturbed albums, they have this more near the bottom, and I'm probably one of those people that does, but this is still a very good album though. It's better than Evolution, that's for sure. I was trying to think of the album in there, that's why I had that short pause, but yeah, really good album here. Sure, it's not one of Disturbed's best albums, but it's still a very good album. Very heavy, very dark. I really like Warrior, Another Way to Die, Never Again Animal, Sacrifice. The title track is really good. Remnants, the album opener, is a very good intro or instrumental. Either way, the great album opener. But yeah, Asylum by Disturbed, their 2010 album. Very underrated and overlooked, in my opinion. Great album still though. Not one of their best, but still underrated. And very good though. Okay, next up is Judas by Fozzy. This band overall is underrated. Again, so of course I'm going to include one of their albums in the video. This is their 2017 release. Hopefully they release a new album soon, but yeah, this album is fucking amazing. It's probably my favorite Fozzy album, but I'm not really sure yet because I haven't heard all of their other albums in full. But so far, this is my favorite album by them though. You got songs like, of course, the title track Judas, Drinking with Jesus, great song, Painless, Wordsworth Way, Burn Me Out, Running with the Bulls, Wolves at Bay. That's just some of the songs, but yeah. If you're a fan of heavy metal, then definitely check out this album and this band, Judas by Fozzy. And Chris Jericho, who is a professional wrestler, is the lead vocalist of this band. So yeah, it's a really good album. Judas by Fozzy. Okay, the next album in the video is going to be The Oracle by Godsmack. Now, you people would probably disagree, some of y'all, but that's fine. But to me, this album by Godsmack is overlooked, and I think it's very underrated because majority of the Godsmack fan base puts this album very low in their ranking for Godsmack albums, and I don't get why, because I think this is a very good album. It's in my top 3 Godsmack albums, right behind Awake and Faceless. But yeah, this is a really good album. You got songs such as Crying Like a Bitch, Love, Hate, Sex, Pain, Good Day to Die, Shadow of a Soul, The Oracle, which is the title track, but it's an instrumental, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, The Oracle by Godsmack. Very good album here. Definitely check it out if you're a fan of heavy metal music. So yeah, The Oracle by Godsmack. Good album. Underrated, in my opinion. Okay, now, many people would probably bash me for putting this album in here, but it is an underrated album, and of course it is. Turbo by Judas Priest. So, yeah, this album is very underrated. I don't hear many of their other fans talking about this album much, but it's a really good album, though. So, if you like this band, they're a classic metal band, of course, one of the best bands out there. So, yeah, you got songs like Turbo Lover, which is probably the most popular song on the album. But yeah, this album is overlooked compared to albums like Painkiller, Screaming for Vengeance, and their other albums. This album is very overlooked and underrated. So yeah, this album, it's not one of my favorites by them, but it's still a very good album. Another song on here I really liked is Out in the Cold. That was a really good one. Reckless was pretty good. So yeah, Turbo by Judas Priest. Definitely check it out, especially if you're into classic metal. Great album. Okay, next album in the list y'all might disagree with as well, but in my opinion, I think this album is overhated and underrated, and of course it is Take a Look in the Mirror by Korn. Now, a lot of Korn's fans bash this album, and I don't get why, because I think it's a good album. Sure, I'm a fan of Korn myself, but I meant to say other Korn fans bash this album, and I don't get why, because I don't think it's bad. It's not my least favorite, of course. My least favorite Korn album, of course, is Korn 3, Remember Who You Are. But yeah, this album is very good. I don't think it's as bad as some people says it is. It's really good. You got songs like Right Now, Did My Time, Play Me, Alive, Y'all Want a Single, just to name some. But yeah, it's a very good album. So, Take a Look in the Mirror by Korn. New metal album. Great. Definitely check it out if you're into new metal. Okay, now these next two albums are by the same band, so I'm just going to show them together. Euthanasia by Megadeth and Cryptic Writings by Megadeth. I think both of these albums are very underrated within the Megadeth discography, because both of these albums have very underrated songs from Megadeth. Like with Euthanasia, you got songs like Addicted to Chaos, Reckoning Day, Elysian Fields, The Killing Road, Blood of Heroes, the title track. So yeah, you got some very underrated songs on Euthanasia by Megadeth. So that's why I consider this to be a underrated Megadeth album within their discography. Some people would probably say it's overrated, but I definitely disagree. I think it's underrated. So Euthanasia by Megadeth, very good album. Not one of their best, but it is in my top 10 for their ranking though, especially if you didn't see the video. But yeah, Cryptic Writings by Megadeth, very underrated once again, even more underrated than Euthanasia, because a lot of people, when they put this album in rankings for Megadeth, they have it very low, which I respect your opinion, but me, this album is very good. You got songs like Trust, Almost Honest, Used a Man, I'll Get Even is a really good one. Secret Place was great. She Wolf, FFF, just to name some. But yeah, it's a very good album. Not as bad as some people says it is. So if you're a fan of Megadeth or thrash metal or heavy metal, then definitely check out this album because it's pretty good. Not one of their best, but I still do like it. Very underrated in my opinion. Okay, now these next two albums are also by the same band. And you guys are probably going to think I'm stupid for putting these albums within this video, but to me, I think these two albums aren't as popular as the rest of the band's discography, so that's why I say they're underrated. And of course, those are Load and Reload by Metallica. To me, these albums are very underrated when it comes to their discography and pretty overhated as well. Sure, some people would probably say these albums aren't metal, this and that, but to me they're metal. Just because they're not their thrash metal sound doesn't mean they're not metal. That's a stupid thing to say. But yeah, pretty good albums here. More near the bottom for me when it comes to Metallica's albums, but these are still pretty solid releases. They're not as bad as Saint Anger. I fucking hate Saint Anger, but these albums, I do like them. Sure, I don't come back to these albums as much, but they're still pretty good albums for what they are. With Load, you got songs like Ain't My Bitch, The House Jack Built, Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, Bleeding Me, Cure, Mama Said, and Outlaw Torn, just to name a few. But yeah, still a good album. So Load by Metallica, and this one is Reload by Metallica. You got songs like Fuel, which is probably the most popular song on the album. Pretty good though. The Memory Remains is really good. The Unforgiven 2, of course, I love The Unforgiven 2. It's my second favorite of the Unforgiven trilogy, right behind the original Unforgiven, which is on their album, the Black Album. But yeah, this album is pretty good though. So yeah, Reload by Metallica. Very good album. Okay, 2 more albums here left. So this next album is the final album from Pantera, and it's their album Reinventing the Steel. This is a very good album. Sure, it's more near the bottom for me when it comes to my ranking, but still, I think it's a good album. So if you guys haven't saw my rank at all for Pantera, definitely check it out. And I only ranked their 5 albums, their 5 groove metal albums, starting with Cowboys from Hell and ending with this. So yeah, definitely check out that video. But yeah, I think this album here by Pantera is overlooked, underrated, and not talked about as much as albums like Vulgar Display Power, Cowboys from Hell, or even Far Beyond Driven. But this is still a very good album though. You got songs like Hellbound, Yesterday Don't Mean Shit, Revolution Is My Name, of course, amazing song, definitely one of their best in my opinion. Death Rattle, fucking great song. We'll Grind That X for a Long Time is really good. I'll Cast a Shadow. So yeah, really good songs on this album, and I think it's underrated. So yeah, Reinventing the Steel by Pantera, amazing album. Okay, and last for this video is going to be Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer, which is actually my favorite Slayer album, not Rain and Blood. Rain and Blood is very overrated, but when it comes to Slayer, I think Seasons in the Abyss is underrated. Some people would probably disagree with that, but that's fine. I respect your opinion, but my opinion is that this album is underrated within Slayer's discography. Sure, there's other Slayer albums that are underrated, but this one makes the list. So yeah, with that being said, you got songs like Warren Symbol, Blood Red, of course, the title track, and my favorite Slayer song of all time, Dead Skin Mask. Love that song, so fucking awesome. Born of Fire, just to name some songs. But yeah, this album is really, really good. So if you're a fan of Slayer or thrash metal or any metal in general, then I think you can listen to this album and you'll probably see why I think it's underrated compared to albums like Rain and Blood, Hell Awaits, and those types of albums from Slayer. So yeah, great album here. Definitely my favorite Slayer album. So yeah, of course though, y'all, with that being said, let me know some underrated metal albums out there that you guys think are underrated. These are mine. Sure, there's plenty of other albums out there that I think are underrated, but I'd be all day if I put more albums in this video, because this video's been long enough. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, let me know what albums and metal that you think are underrated. So yeah, this is my list, and I'll see y'all next time. Rock on, stay metal, stay safe, and yeah, peace out, y'all. Peace.